whatever Clive says is wrong.
It was a fair result.
Thank you.
I was wrong. It wasn't.
Oh, I see what you did there. It's too late to catch up. Right.
You fucking idiot. We're live. Where should we start this weekend? Should we just get everyone's misery out of the way and talk about Tottenham first and just...
So do you want to get them out of the way, do you?
Yeah,
To be fair, mate, there's not really much to say. We saw the game. I guess you all saw the highlights. I mean, Southampton, as Mitchell said, I think the last 2-3 weeks, they are shit.
I mean,
you said
the whole
it as well.
season so far.
Yeah, they. I mean, I don't want to say that Spurs played. Don't get me wrong. Spurs can still be Spurs. You've seen those games, but it was good to see. I was very impressed with Jed Spence. He looked really good in pre-season. I've been wanting him to play for a while, so it's good to see him
against the Championship team. He's always going to look good, isn't he?
No, I get that. I understand that. But it's his first game of the season. For him. It's confidence boost. Like, you got to take some positives from it, be it how bad Southampton been playing. But the thing with Southampton is that they're not closing down quick enough. They're giving us way too much time. Like most teams where they sit back against us and they get counter-attack against Tottenham, they didn't have a plan whatsoever. They didn't have anything. Like, normally you shut shop and you just play counter-attack football or just hoof it up or do what you can do. But they just looked like a Sunday League team. They looked really, really bad. But Spurs got the win. It was good to see youngsters play. He put some youngsters on. I know there's some stat about like the only team or something played like 4 youngsters in the Premier League. I don't fucking know. Some weird stat. But we were 5-0 up. I mean, come on. I understand if we won the game from the get-go with the 4 youngsters, but again, take that with a pinch of salt. But I can't really say anything else. It was we destroyed him.
Top 4?
No. Wow. I'm still going for Tottenham. I'm still going for Tottenham for top 4 because that's that was my prediction, and I got faith in my team because it just takes a few weeks of some slip ups from other teams, and we're right up there again. I just can't predict Tottenham. I just cannot predict them. Like we've got.
You're playing like I thought Chelsea would be playing. That sort of bounciness.
Well, it's not fun. It's because you don't know what team you're going to get every time you watch Tottenham. I mean, with Tottenham, you get it anyway, but it just feels like this time it's more inconsistent than it was before. It could be like, well, we knew we was going to touch Liverpool, get beat. We knew we was going to turn up Man City, get beat. We knew we was going to turn up Arsenal. If we were at home, it would be like a draw or win. If we were at Arsenal, we're probably going to get beat.
You were
Yeah, well, yeah, I know we lost. We lost to Arsenal this season at home. But what I'm getting at is that normally you'd normally bank Tottenham to do something, but it just feels like now we're just turning up against like Ipswich, Fulham, Bournemouth, Crystal Palace, whoever it is. We just don't know what's going to happen. We're not going to get top 4 if we're not beating those teams, at least at home. I can understand teams have been losing against Bournemouth when they're at home, or Brentford, or whatever teams got their great home stat. It's when we're at home. White Hart Lane used to be a fortress. Now people come to Tottenham and just be like, oh, this is a great stadium. It's like playing at fucking Wembley. It's just like a neutral ground. It just feels like teams are coming to Tottenham as like a neutral ground, not the home ground like you used to have. That feel.
It's like going to Wembley, but with none of the trophies on show.
So, Southampton have now sacked their manager, Russell Martin, because of his naivety.
Yep.
Will Tottenham follow the trend?
No, I don't think Postecoglou. I don't think he'll go this season, regardless of where we finish.
I don't.
He's going to win a trophy, isn't he?
I disagree with that statement.
I don't think he'll go.
I think he's walking a very fine line at the moment because he's having pops at the crowd. He's having pops at the players. I think that's a very, very slippery slope he's on at the moment.
Yeah, well, he didn't really pop at the crowd. He had a conversation with the crowd. The crowd were having a pop. But I get what you mean. Like
he also said he didn't care what they thought. That's a bit of a pop.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It does seem like he's losing it a bit.
Managers, that's what happens at Tottenham, mate.
Don't get me wrong. If what he said about Timo Werner or having a pop at the players works, then fair enough. But I don't think it will. Like, more often than not, it doesn't work, and the managers go before the players do.
most of the time. Yeah, well, especially at Tottenham. I don't think it go. I'd be shocked if he goes, because what's the point? Honestly, what is the point? Who do we get in? Grandpa, or is he gone somewhere else? You know, I like who do we get in?
Gary O'Neill's available now.
Gary
Moyes is available.
Could be interesting. I don't want Moyes at Tottenham.
Why not?
He's shit.
Zinedine Zidane's still available.
That's never going to happen, Clive.
He might win you a European trophy, to be fair.
Pep might be available after Christmas.
We had Mourinho and Conte who were trophy winners, and they didn't do fuck all. I mean, we did sack Mourinho, in fairness, before a cup final, which was stupid of Levy. Look, Tottenham, mate. It's Tottenham. I don't want him gone because we're in the same boat again. We're in the same boat. It's like no one ever sees the bigger picture. They don't see it as like, what was it, 11 managers in 11 years or something like that, whatever the stat was. It's just...
But do you honestly feel he could be the manager that takes you to the next level? Like when Arteta went at Arsenal, like started at Arsenal, and he had a bad start. He did have a bad start, and but you could see that he wanted to get the players up to the next level. If he was able to still be on that pitch and kick the ball with the players because he could do it better, he would have done. Yeah. I don't see that with Ange. I don't see him making players better.
I'll probably disagree with that. I think the way that we're playing, the football that we're playing, as much as we concede in nowadays, but the entertaining of football that we're playing is good. It's just something there. The players need to have someone there that can command the game on the pitch. Son's not doing that for Tottenham. We need like a fortress player, like I don't know, I can't even think of it. If we had someone like I always come back to Moussa Dembele or someone in there, someone just that can command the team,
like a Rodri,
like a Rodri, or even if it doesn't have to be a defense midfield player, someone like even in defence.
Big Sol, you're right. Big Sol Campbell,
Ledley King, fuck off, Clive. Yeah. Ledley King, so someone in there that can command that team, get them to fucking pull their finger out and just put in the effort and just work their arse off for the club, not for the wage, for the club. And that mentality.
Like I will say something that you don't want to say. Injuries, your two centre halves have been in and out. They've probably now missed more games than they started together this season. You've scored the most or the second most amount of goals?
We did at one stage. Yeah.
I think you're second again now. I think Chelsea are top goal scorer.
Oh, because of the 5, sorry. Yeah.
And your problem is the defence. Your problem is you're conceding too many goals. You've got your goalkeeper out.
Being out as well. I said this before. Like when Spurs fans make this excuse, it is an excuse. Everyone's like, Tottenham is Tottenham. Everyone gets injuries, and I agree. Everyone gets injuries, but I got to look at the club. You know, we joke about Chelsea having about 1,000 players, and being 1.2 billion. You know, bought the league again if they win it. I'm just saying, But they've got some good players. Like someone could come out of that team and go straight in there that's going to do a job. At Tottenham, okay, Ben Davies has done a job, but let's be honest. Like with Romero and Van der Ven out, he's not going to win you game. He's not going to be that defender, is he?
I would say Chelsea are in the same boat if they have a bad defensive injury, though. I couldn't.
I don't know the defenders. Sorry, I was just going by a broader.
I couldn't tell you who goes in Chelsea's defence like for like.
Yeah,
I don't know if Mitchell can.
Well, it's chopping and changing a lot. But the thing is, you say about the goal difference, right? And it's like you're scoring a lot, but you're conceding too much. Your goal difference is one off ours. You've scored 36, we've scored 37. We've both conceded 19. So it's not just down to that. I don't know what it is. I think it's like you've seen it. Ange not having a plan B. The second halves, sometimes you're just not there. You go missing in games. I think it's the difference.
We do. Sometimes we turn up, and when like the Rangers game the other day was shocking. Like we turn up and we can't run. I don't know if they've got like extra lead in their trainers or something like that, their boots. where they just feel so lethargic. I don't know if it's a training session beforehand, training session before that. I don't know if it's because they had a game on
It's
Sunday.
the style of play that you
just-
have, though. He demands it every single week, and it's exactly the same play style. There's no game control. They're gonna get tired.
But he's been resting. He's been changing players, and this is the thing. I would have understood that, Bob. I would have understood that if he didn't rest players. I think he made six changes or something like that. He's putting some of the youngsters on who are working their arse off. But I just feel like as a whole, we're just giving the ball away.
That strength and depth's not good enough.
It's not, and that's what I'm getting
is.
at. Yeah, it's not, and it's good to see the youngsters. And sometimes you have to, like he said the other day, he said that he's had no choice because of injuries. He's had to take them out of school, Bergvall and Archie Gray, because we've not got anyone at the moment up to the Premier League standard. Not that they're up to Premier League standard, but they've played enough games at the moment now where they've got that experience. If you brought someone else in, it's going to be harder. I don't know. I like seeing the youngsters. It's good to see, and it's good to see their hunger. But you can certainly tell the difference between a top Premier League player versus the youngsters coming where they're making mistakes. They're giving silly fouls away. It could cost us a game. Udogie was doing the same thing this season as well. I know he's been in the season, last season and whatnot, but he's still making those amateur mistakes, and it's costing us games. It's just players making mistakes. Porro as well, not defending well enough. He's getting forward good enough and he's scoring goals, but not defending. Like what I saw from Jed Spence in that game wasn't just because we were playing against Southampton. What I saw about Jed Spence is he ran up the field, lost the ball, and you know what he done? He fucking busted the gut back. And he saw a player lose the ball. And he don't come all the way from the left back position all the way down to the right back position to bust the gut and cover back. Like that's what I want from Tottenham. That's what I want from our players is that if someone loses the ball, don't just go huff and puff and jog back. Bust the fucking gut back, get in that position and cover your teammates. You don't do that, you're not going to win.
Jed Spence has played one game this season compared to...
Yeah, he's got the energy, he's got the legs, but it's good. But that's what I want that hunger, Clive. I want that all through the season. Yeah, we talk about the top teams and the teams that are I will talk about unselfishness and stuff like that, but the teams that can look after each other at the back, you know, will help you get forward. You know, you see it all the time in Premier League football. Is that teams just if you let someone like okay, prime example, Clive, Saka. Yeah, we go back to Saka here because he's on fine form at the moment. Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah. People have to double up on Saka to make sure he cuts back in, correct? So he's changed his game now, which from Arsenal, is that what he does now, when he passes back, you see this little run. He comes into the box, then darts back right. And the amount of times he's done that this season, you know exactly what he's going to do, but it works, you know, because he's like, well, fuck it, and you come mark me, and I'm just going to, because the other player has to drop back in to follow like Odegaard or something. So now Saka's got the man.
Intelligent enough to change and be able to see where you need to.
But that's what I mean. So you've got is hacking players, but with Tottenham, do you know what we do? We don't double up on players. We don't do any of that. We get a player that goes forward, yeah, and then it's just like, well, then they jog back, Clive.
That's got to be not doubling up has got to be instructions from the manager.
Oh, 100%. I agree with you. I agree, and I think that's why Brennan Johnson's not been. Didn't play because he doesn't put the effort in getting back. Kulusevski does, who's been fucking quality as well, by the way. Well, shout out to Kulusevski, he's been superb for us. But Tottenham, mate. I can't tell you, like, players, just, I can't explain it. You have to watch them to see. The game between Southampton,
nobody
you can
wants
take that. Well, no, the Southampton game you can just class that as just them playing a Sunday League team and smashed them. Manager's gone there, innit? But yeah, we've done and dusted them. But we got United on Thursday at 8:00, I think it is, in the Carabao Cup. So that'll be a big test because they're picking up form.
Yeah, it's not wrong. I think we play Wednesday in the Carabao Cup. Palace.
Yeah, sorry, Bob. I don't know what the aerial duels were this weekend because I don't know if they had any crosses anyway. So I'm gonna assume that they might have won that one if we were getting them in. But look,
I expect you to have them for every game. To be fair,
yeah, that's all I can say about Tottenham. It's just that it's a dominant performance. It was good to see, and hopefully it boosts confidence.
Maddison 2 goals for you as well. It's got to put a smile on your face.
Yeah, of course. It's good to see. It's good to see Maddison getting a couple of goals. I want him in the England squad. I think England are missing that playmaker player. But then again, he can't fit.
I think we've got a lot of number 10s.
And that's what I'm getting at. Yeah. There's a lot at the moment, but I've always said it, Clive. If a player's on form, you got to play him.
You
not just by
that
name.
Confidence booster, though, because your next game is Liverpool.
Oh yeah,
in the league. Yeah.
Look, I said to you, I'm not going to put Tottenham down to lose.
Chelsea
any
go
game.
top of the league.
Liverpool beat us, Mitchell.
We're not in the title race, are we? So it don't matter.
Oh, fuck off! I hate Chelsea. Fucking nobbers. But no,
Shall we
move on from Tottenham. Yeah.
Does anyone else want to speak about Tottenham first before we move on?
They're just small-minded club, aren't they?
Small-minded.
They don't know how to win trophies. They don't really care. It's just paycheck.
I know. Sorry, mate. Look, we've won trophies. It's just we don't know how to buy them like Chelsea.
Just get good managers.
Or just get Russian billionaires.
Not your sloppy seconds, Mitch?
Exactly.
There's a lot of those going about. Right. We'll go from one extreme to the other.
Fucking hell, Clive.
We'll go from one extreme to the other. Arsenal board draw with Everton. And
great result.
Was this really another opportunity missed for Arsenal with Liverpool dropping points? Just we had a couple of chances, but I mean they fell to the usual suspects in Saka and Odegaard. Pickford made a couple of good saves, but we didn't do enough to win the game really. I mean, possession-wise, obviously we dominated, but we just didn't really work the goalkeeper enough to score a goal. There's a very small shout for a penalty on Thomas Partey. I think it would have been soft if it was given. But other than that, there wasn't really too much to the game. Everton looked...
How do you have 77% possession and not really challenge the goalkeeper?
Yeah, as I say, I think even the chances that fell to Odegaard, you kind of normally want them to fall to Odegaard, but he just lashed out at them and just they was off target, most of them. Saka had one good chance down to Pickford's near post, and he got a good save to it. But yeah, it was just one of those days at the office for the Arsenal. As I say, disappointing result, given that Liverpool dropped points as well, so we could have been closing the gap slightly. But yeah, there's not much to it other than that, really. Same problems as last week. Not enough output from other players.
And it's nice to see Havertz has returned to his normal form, like he was at Chelsea. I think
there's still a bit of a player there, mate. I think he'd get a few more goals than he would for Chelsea during season.
He's not like a Jackson, though, is he? Hey.
He's not as well classed as Jackson, is he, Mitch? No.
Mate, how the tune has changed for you, Mitchell and Jackson. Fucking hell. I had a good Jackson, I remember you...
I know we'll get to it, but I saw an opportunity that made me think he's definitely not world class in the Chelsea game.
Yeah.
Clive, do you think the whole not scoring in open play thing and the kind of criticism that some people are saying is getting to him a little bit? I know it's only been a couple of games.
Not really, because again, like Arteta kind of said, we did it against Monaco during the week. We scored 2 very good goals in open play. So Monaco are a decent team, but like
not that good.
European football is a bit different to Prem football, obviously, and teams set up a lot differently. But no, I don't think it's getting to them. But I just feel like the chances are probably dropping to the wrong players in the box at the moment. And the likes of Gabriel Jesus and Martinelli, just they need to get a goal to get going.
Mate, your fans, hearing those just slag them down. Martinelli and Jesus, I just feel like that's a bit...
As we say, like, and again, it's me and you saying it most of the time. It's like as many Arsenal fans as you'll find, because there's a lot of, and I've said it for the last couple of weeks. There's been a lot of noise about Martinelli.
I think Martinelli one is the one that's popping up the most.
Yeah. And like everyone's entitled to their opinion, and at the moment, he's not producing regularly enough. And he is very one-dimensional when he gets the ball. If there was an area on the pitch that I think we're probably strengthening in January, it's probably going to be that left wing.
You're Sterling.
Yeah, I'd like to see him try Sterling or Jesus for a couple of games on the wings, just to change it up a little bit, take Martinelli out of the firing line a little bit, because he is a good player. There's a good player there.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, he was destroying people down that side a few seasons back, and he was quality. But
unlike Saka, he's not adapted because players know what he's going to do now. Players know that he's going to take it as close to the line as he can, and then try and pass it into the box. He doesn't tend to get his head up when he's running with the ball at all either. Like, he is looking at the ball at his feet the whole entire time. So yeah, like he does deserve a bit of criticism. But as I said as well, like more than a few weeks back, the work he does backwards, as well as Saka on the other side, like you said, unlike the Tottenham players, like they work as hard as any player in the team to track back and double up on players, and that's probably why I think we've conceded the second least amount of goals in the Premier League.
That's it, because they're all working for each other.
Yeah, they're all very unselfish in that work rate, and I think you'll find that like when you put Jesus does work hard. Sterling's not going to work as hard as Martinelli or Saka, and Trossard doesn't work as hard as Martinelli or Saka does. So I think, but again, against teams like Everton, when you've got 77% of the ball, do you need the players working as hard? Like, you're going to have, like, you're not going to be tracking back as much, are you? So.
What's your thoughts, Clive, on the substitutions? I didn't watch the game, but I'm just looking at it now. Mm-hmm. 62 minutes in Odegaard, 62 minutes Rice. I assume no injuries to them.
So Rice has been playing with a broken toe since, I think, since the Chelsea game, I think. So I think it's just managing that injury for Rice.
Yeah.
Odegaard, whilst I was watching the game, I thought he was having a bit of a stinker. Like, he missed a couple of chances. He gave the ball away a couple of times.
Yeah.
And I think it wasn't his day. So he took him off for Nawari and was just trying something different again. Which, if you listen to many fans, they want him to... Well, when Odegaard was out, they was crying for Nawari to play every single minute. But you can't put that much pressure on a 17-year-old.
No.
So I've got no issue with the changes he made. If I'm going to be hypercritical, the starting lineup is the one that I'd question again. Thomas Partey starting on the bench, and that Mourinho and Rice being the midfielders. I just don't think they've found that balance yet. And I think Bob mentioned during the week, Mourinho and Martinelli seem to be linking up well down the left side against Monaco. But in the Premier League, I just think Rice and Partey have looked so much better when they've been the two central midfielders. And as a whole entire team, we've looked better when Partey's been in midfield. He's been used a lot at right back on and off this season to fill the void with players out. But it now looks like Arteta's going to trust Lewis Skelly, which no problem there. He's looked very good every time he's played. So that will give you Skelly at left back and Timber at right back. Just play Rice and Partey. Or if you want to give Rice a rest for games like Everton, where you should be able to rest Rice, give Mourinho and Partey a run. I think the other worry is that Partey's going to be probably most likely off in the summer, so he's trying to build up that partnership of Partey and Rice, not Partey and Rice, of Rice and Mourinho. But at the cost of points at the moment.
I don't know if you saw the build-up before the West Ham game, but they were talking about side favours, and I know we were speaking about it last week, Clive, that obviously Arsenal favour the right-hand side because of Saka and Odegaard and that kind of thing. But there was a stat where it definitely backed up your case. I think it's nearly 50% of the time it's the highest in the league that anyone favours a certain side. So I think that speaks volumes in terms of
that's the issue. That like there's no sugarcoating it at the moment, because like it does give the team the opposition team's chance to overload those areas, and it takes a little bit more for us, like the goal against Chelsea, where Chelsea probably overcommitted to that side for them Martinelli to sneak in at the back post. When you're a defensive set up team like Everton were and are going to be under the cosh a lot more than Chelsea were, you don't expect the lapse in concentration that significant, not in the Premier League. Like teams that defend are going to be more on it than have that slip up, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just, again, as an Arsenal fan, super frustrating, because we could be 2 points better off than we are. 2 draws against 2 teams that we should be beating in Fulham and Everton. So we should be 4 points better off. We should be sitting there with Chelsea.
Yeah, did you play? I didn't see the team against Monaco, and I know you had some youngsters playing. Was most of the players that played today against Everton play?
So it was a bit of a different lineup. So Jesus got a start, which is quite rare. Lewis Skelly started. So there's a couple of changes that he's been making and doing slight rotations, but not dramatically. Not dramatically at all. I think maybe Trossard started as well.
Gotcha. Yeah, because it's like playing midweek and then weekend it does catch up with you, doesn't it, eventually?
Shouldn't do that. Fucking Premier League football players.
Yeah.
They're paid to play football.
Yeah, because they're also...
Yeah.
Just buy more players.
Just buy 88 players. And on that note, let's go to West Ham next. We'll let Mitchell have the last. West Ham, Bournemouth, unless anyone else wants to say anything about Arsenal.
Go on, Luke. Jobs.
Mate, I don't need to say it, mate. I don't need to say it. I can call them shit bottlers. I can call them many other names, but look, it's Arsenal, isn't it? Let's be honest. They ain't going to win nothing.
We're not Tottenham.
Oh, you're not far off.
Well, we're 3rd, you're 10th. We're in the Champions League, you're in what cup?
Okay. Carling Cup, FA Cup.
We're in both of those, yeah.
We're still in the hunt for the Premier League. Still you say still statistics, mate. Still facts. Still points to there. Look at it.
Joker.
What is it? March, April.
Oh, a joker.
March, April. Man City lose about 100 points and they get relegated. Yeah.
Still not putting yourself on the lead, mate.
Arsenal will continue the bottle. Yeah. Chelsea may finish 2nd. Liverpool win the league. Tottenham will go with 4th, and I don't know who else
would finish 2nd.
No,
fucking one-team league.
Clive, you're funny. But no, go on. You can move on. Sorry, Rob.
Is it me now?
Yeah.
Bob.
Yes, Clive.
West Ham, Bournemouth.
Entertaining game. Much better than Manchester derby, I'll say that much. I was fucking wanting a bit of excitement after yesterday. But yeah, I think it was a good game. I think, again, I definitely see improvements from West Ham. Clive disagrees with this, just spoiler alert, but I feel like it was a fair result. I think the first half we controlled a lot of the game. We definitely had a game plan. We let them. We had a lot of possession, and we was kind of just trying to draw on the press a bit, and then getting it forward. I think Bowen and Kudus were doing a really good job of hounding down again. Like I always say, Kudus is so good at keeping possession of the ball, which surprises me they got took off at some point, to be honest, but I'll get onto that. Fabianski had the game of his life. Made some absolutely brilliant saves. The only one he didn't save was an absolute belter.
Unbelievable he weren't man of the match. I don't understand that at all.
I know. Yeah, he made some absolute banging saves.
You give man of the match to the one player. Great free kick. Fantastic free kick. That's all he did, though, that player. Fabianski made, 3 or 4 absolute great saves. One worldy save.
He was only on the pitch for about 15 minutes, wasn't he?
10, 15 minutes.
Ridiculous. Right. And the game was better than that. To give it to someone that's been on the pitch for 15 minutes, like surely someone deserves it. And that man is definitely Fabianski, in my opinion. But yeah, I think West Ham had the better of the first half. I think we saw a lot more of the ball. We definitely had a game plan. And I think we had a couple of good opportunities that went astray. Souček, I think, was on the end of a couple of them.
Bowen hit the crossbar.
I wouldn't really say that went astray, though. That was quite good little through ball. I think it was Kudus that put the through ball through to him. And he kind of held it up, didn't he? Couldn't really get on the end to go through the 2 defenders.
I don't know if he took the first touch and he just didn't give it enough.
Yeah.
Or he didn't take a touch and the ball just didn't have enough carry.
Yeah. But it was a nice little attempt, but obviously it didn't go in. The second half, Bournemouth got off to a much better start. In fact, Bournemouth were definitely the better team in the second half. Questionable substitutions. For me, I don't know how Paqueta stayed on the pitch the whole game. I think he looked pretty leggy from the off. I thought
a lot of sloppy passing as well. Gave the ball away loads.
Yeah, and I think Soler, who was playing alongside him in this game, was doing a much better job in midfield. And then obviously Soler came off for Füllkrug, who we saw a bit of. He also should have scored.
But that led to the penalty anyway, didn't it? Right. The header, that was directly
for
the penalty, yeah. So the ball come in, hit the player's hand. Füllkrug got his head to it, and it was straight at the goalkeeper.
Oh, I thought it was a different occasion, to be fair.
No, same play.
Yeah, but even still, he should have scored before that. And then obviously, we got the penalty, really soft penalty. I can understand why it's given. Kind of his arms in an unnatural position, I suppose. He's just jumping up and he's flailing his arms around.
I disagree. I think he's in a natural position for what he's doing because he's not jumping, he's stretching. So he's put his arm up to stretch his leg as far out as he can.
Yeah, well, he should keep it by his side. You look like one of those inflatable clowns that have those like wobbly arms.
And the distance between him and the cross as well. It's soft. It's just a soft penalty. You see them given every week, but it's soft.
Yeah, it is definitely soft. Good penalty for Paqueta. And I don't think he's actually missed one for West Ham, so that's always good.
Jinx.
And then, I know, right? So we substituted off Kudus and Alvarez. And I really think what that did was just any kind of... Well, actually, I say this, but then we also got the penalty after they had been substituted. But I think...
Alvarez was on a yellow as well, wasn't he?
Yeah, Alvarez was on a yellow, but Kudus, I think it was taken away from midfield that when Fabianski was getting it forward or whoever was punting it forward... I just felt like after that happened, or I assumed after that happened, that we just wouldn't be able to get hold of the ball in midfield. And I saw it straight away. There was just a massive gap in midfield after that happened. And that's when I started to get really worried at that point. Because I thought up until that point, yes, Bournemouth had some good chances, but I think Fabianski was really on form. And actually, probably for the first time this season, I think defensively we looked pretty structured for what we was doing. Like we obviously had a game plan where we were getting quite far forward, but I think everyone was making a bit of an effort to get back. There was just definitely a bit more structure there.
Yeah, and I think for you guys, it's like Bournemouth didn't really like. As I say, like Fabianski had more work to do in little stints of the game than Bournemouth's goalkeeper. Like they were like, and that's why I think you got away with one. I think Bournemouth deserved the win in that game just because of the saves that Fabianski had to make. But I do agree. I think your subs kind of invited pressure and invited a late Bournemouth charge at you. I really do.
Yeah, it did confuse me a bit when that happened. And yeah, like I say, I did get really worried at that point. But obviously, we came away with a point. I think we deserved a point mainly for the first half performance. I know they had a couple of chances in the first half, but I think we actually controlled the first half and probably one of the best that I've seen us play this season. Also, I was so happy that this was better than the Bournemouth game in the Carling Cup that I mentioned earlier on. Because that was literally the shittest game ever.
It was a bit of a better watch than that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. But do you know what? I was actually really happy with it, and to get a result at Bournemouth, which a lot of teams have struggled to do. Arsenal, City, Spurs, all of them have lost there, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was really happy with the point and really happy with the way that we played. And I think we're finally seeing some kind of progress.
Lopetegui in.
Yeah.
Nah,
I never said out.
Relegation.
Don't know. He'll be gone before Poch. Poch?
Oh,
Ange.
Oh, I don't think so.
I don't know. He ain't started slagging off the fans yet, Luke.
That's fine. But from that game, looking at it here, I've got the stats in front of me.
Aero duels are up.
Aero duels, you did win those, but you got some beasts in your team, though, in fairness. And I think Souček's like a fucking mountain. Bournemouth, 51.4% possession. They had 29 shots.
Yep.
With 9 on target, which is
West Ham had a lot of shots too.
Which is
for
about
West Ham.
They had 16 shots, 3 on target.
Loads for West Ham.
Yeah.
Loads for West Ham.
Well, you say that we got 30 against Leicester the other week. 31.
Still lost 3-1.
Still lost 3-1. Yeah. Yeah. No, I get what you're saying, Luke, and I don't think that's a true reflection, personally. Well, actually, maybe in the second half.
30% of their shots were on target. I mean, you just said the goalkeeper played well, didn't you? I think yours was what, 18%, 18 something.
The goalkeeper made probably 3 good saves.
Yeah.
Like 3 really good saves. The rest of the shots are kind of straight at him and nothing shots.
Yeah, I think Semenyo kind of got through a couple of times and just hit it straight at him. I mean, again, I don't know what we're expecting from West Ham. We're playing against Bournemouth. That
relegation.
That's what you're expecting, but you're wrong. Yeah. But yeah, to go to Bournemouth and get point and look convincing, I think is a really good outcome for us.
So you saw a structure. I know Clive may have asked this question anyway, but you saw a structure from the previous games now.
Absolutely.
In the team, is he now making Wan-Bissaka defend?
Yeah, well, not necessarily defend. Wan-Bissaka's still getting very forward, but I think Mavropanos is covering him a lot better, and also Alvarez as well.
And Soler as well.
And Soler
was playing it.
Oh, okay. So they're obviously listening to the podcast then when we told them that.
I think so, yeah. But yeah, I
did think both teams were a bit sloppy in the final third at times. Like Gareth Bowen had a good first half. Second half, I didn't think he had a good second half. I think the ball didn't stick very often. Yeah,
there was a couple of times as well, kind of, like the whole loose ball in midfield and both teams couldn't really keep hold of it. It got a bit sloppy at one point. But yeah, I think that's probably credit to how hard the players were working, because I do think both teams put a proper shift in, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, I've said it for like 3 or 4 weeks now, like after the Arsenal game and the Newcastle game, I think we have looked a lot better. And I did think it was only a matter of time before we start seeing points for it. And a point at Bournemouth, I'm not going to argue with.
Wonderful.
Oh, good result for you, mate.
Mitchell, any take on it? You've not seen it because you're playing football?
Oh, fuck West Ham.
All right, straight to Man versus AI then. We don't need to speak about any other games.
Mitchell went at football.
Yeah.
You say Mitchell football?
What did he not play tonight?
No, that skiving motherfucker.
No, I've got an ankle injury.
You still got your injury.
Ankle injury.
Yeah.
When you didn't watch the West Ham game?
Yeah, I watched it, yeah.
Oh, did he? And he's got nothing to say about it.
Boring. Went for a shit and missed 2 goals. I mean, it's ridiculous. Never again.
That was a long fucking shit. What, an hour and a half?
What? No, the 2 goals were like, 5 minutes apart?
All right, Chelsea versus... Who do they play?
Brentford.
Oh, okay.
That's that team we've never beat at home.
I wish I did tell you you're doing, didn't I?
That's you kind of made me change my mind from 1-1 to 2-1.
You helped him out.
So thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You won't be saying that when you wear an Arsenal shirt at the end of the season, mate.
You fucking are, Luke. or start doing better predictions.
Yeah.
There's a good chance. There's a 1 in 4 chance. 1 in 3 chance that you'll be wearing an Arsenal shirt at this rate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
All right, Mitchell. We can talk about Chelsea. We can all switch off for 10 minutes.
Oh. Why you got to be like that? Listen, it's just...
Listen, already won.
Why you got to be like that? You say all the time. Listen, it's my trademark now, all right? It's just enjoyable now, isn't it? Just watching Chelsea. I've forgotten what it's like to lose a game. It's fucking blinding, isn't it? Jackson turning into a world-class striker. I know what you're going to mention, Bob. I'll get to that in a minute because he had a lovely little volley right at the start of the game. Good save by the keeper. ManVAI had a couple of chances. One where he was 1-on-1 with the keeper, but he should have pulled it back because there were 2 players lining up and waiting for it. But he made up for it because then he puts a beautiful ball into the box for Cucurella, who gets between 2 defenders and scores a lovely, lovely header.
Fuck him.
Yeah, I know. We'll get to that. But Cucurella had a really good game, a very, very good game. But he did annoy me a little bit, but I'll get to that. Jackson's sitter that he missed at the start of the second half. My God. It was so nonchalant, so casual. He's just leant back and gone, yeah, I'll slot this home. And he's hit it over the bar from 5 yards.
It's hilarious.
It was fucking awful.
At that moment, I thought I'd love to see Mitchell's face right now. His reaction.
If this game ends in a negative result.
Yeah. Or if he hadn't scored after, because he does make up for it. And it was a very, very good goal. It was a very nice bit of play. Again, Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez. It's just working at the moment, them 2. My God. Caicedo wins the ball back. And he gets it to Enzo. Enzo puts a beautiful ball forward for Jackson. And Jackson, he's not panicked. He's taken his time. He's used his strength. He's beaten off the defender. And he scored a lovely goal. So he made up for it. So it made me feel a little bit better. And then Cucurella. He's a bit of a knob, isn't he? Well, he's challenged. Did you so he's challenged that he got a yellow for you? You think that should be more?
I've not bothered looking at it. I've not watched Chelsea.
No, I don't think it should be more. I just think he's a knob. It was a bit naughty.
Well, it was after that, wasn't it? So they were. I think they had a free kick or something, and someone went to whip the ball in. But as he plays it, Cucurella's turned into the attacker and fallen to the floor. Yeah, and he's won a free kick from it. And I did think that's dark arts, isn't it?
Yeah,
we all do it. Arsenal invented it. We're just taking it on. So, but yeah, it's. I don't know. I just I say it every week. Enzo Maresca, he's just got the players believing. He's just got them playing well. They're enjoying their football. It's a shame that Cucurella's got sent off at the end for the handbags. Yeah, second yellow. Yes, it is, Clive. Because who are we going to play now? I don't know who our other left back is. I mean, maybe Dizazi can go back in there. Or he's going to
wheels fall off, boys.
Yeah, I hope that this is the beginning of the end.
Yeah, but it's not.
You're going to go on a 10 loss streak.
That'd be great.
A 10 loss streak. We're going to go full
Man
humble
City.
FC.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We're looking all right. We're looking tasty. Even if the defence is a bit shaky, it's Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez. And who's the other guy that comes in for Fernandez sometimes? Let me find his name.
Got a spreadsheet.
Renato Vega comes in sometimes. Yeah.
AI, please single out.
It's a lot of players, isn't it? But it's them two. That would be my concern. So it's not necessarily Cucurella missing a game or one of the defenders getting injured. I think probably Caicedo is the main one at the moment. If he got injured, I might be a little bit worried.
Are you still in the Carabao Cup?
Oh fuck me! No, I think we're out, but I can't remember.
Yeah, you're out. I don't have fixtures, so he's going to miss Everton away from home at the weekend.
Well, they're a hard game, Clive, aren't they?
Apparently so. We certainly make hard work of it. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Are we title contenders now? I mean, it's gone from to top 4 maybe. So, I mean, who else is challenging? Arsenal are struggling to pick up points against teams they should be beating. There's no sign of a City revival. Forest are not going to stay there. Who else is challenging?
No sign of a City revival?
I think the loss to United is done and dead buried them.
Even for Pep, this is unprecedented.
The performance, though, like we've seen them get bad results before. But the way they're playing at the moment, it just looks like
they look out. They don't look like they're going to win a game.
I mean, it's a great time for them to get finding, isn't it? Really, for them. Not when they're top of the league.
I mean, you everyone has a bit of a fall when they've won so much. I mean, they got the treble. Rodri gets the Ballon d'Or. It's bound to happen, right? He couldn't keep winning.
No, some teams do fall harder, don't they, into a different division.
And they've not really, like, if you look at the quality that they've lost and the quality that they've brought in, it's not really like, they've never replaced Mahrez. Like, they've never really replaced, like, they've gone for younger, like, Jack Grealish. You have to say hasn't worked there, right? Gundogan coming back, he doesn't look like the player that left City. Like KVB, KBD
injuries.
His injuries have really, like, he's not got going this season yet because of the injuries.
And Palmer couldn't get in their team.
Yeah, and Foden's not exactly like he's been in and out and he's not played well this season. Like, so
who else is challenging?
West Ham. Just while we're talking about City, though, sorry. Carl Walker should be fucking embarrassed, and I want him to hear this.
I've not seen it, but
I want him to hear this. He's one of the avid listeners.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not too far away from Cucurella, is he? So, both as bad as each other, really.
Oh, but that one was just, it was an absolute joke.
Was it as bad as Rivaldo's?
Yeah, it's up there with that, yeah.
Oh, is it? I've not seen it. I don't know if you've seen it, but when Rivaldo corner flag, it was a stupid thing with his head, which didn't happen.
A stupid thing with his head.
Anything else, Mitchell? Concerned about the goal that conceded or anything like that?
Again, it's just Chelsea's defence in it. We will always concede. You just got to keep outscoring the other teams. As far as, again, going back to the title race thing, I mean, it looks nice that we're just 2 points off of Liverpool, but they have still got their game in hand. They could still run away with it. They're the only team, really, that could still run away with it. And like I say, we usually drop off over winter, but we've got quite an easy fixture list coming up.
If Arsenal or anything to go by, they're the ones that get you, mate.
Well, but this is it, right? That's how we used to be. We would struggle against the supposed smaller clubs, smaller teams. But it's Maresca. He's just got people enjoying their football. Every game.
Who have you lost against? Is it Liverpool, City, and Palace? Is that?
I don't think we lost to Liverpool. We lost to City. And who was the other one?
It was Palace. Palace
Was it
You
Palace?
definitely lost again. Or did you draw against Palace, actually? I can't remember.
We lost against Palace.
Let's have a look.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
we
lose
drew
against
with
everyone.
Palace. Drew with Palace.
Is it not
I don't know who the
Newcastle?
other game was. I think we did. We beat them, I'm sure we did.
You lost 2-1 against Liverpool.
Did we?
Oh, City at the start of season 2-0.
City at start of season, yeah. It was Liverpool.
That's what I said. City and Liverpool.
I didn't think it was. I thought we
listen to
drew.
me.
I thought we drew. Sorry, mate.
Don't forget, he's not a true Chelsea fan, though, is he?
Listen,
No.
Luke. All right. Don't be so
Yeah.
crazy.
Uh,
Yeah, I don't know. I'm happy. I'm always happy at the moment. It's lovely, isn't it?
It's a massive, massive change from last season when you didn't want to watch a second of football.
It just, I don't know what it was. Graham Potter was just too nice. And it was, I don't know, he didn't have the right aura for Chelsea. And then, who came in after him?
Pochettino.
That's right. And do you know what? I would have been happy with Pochettino at the start of the season. Because he kind of got something going. But kind of glad he didn't. Because Maresca, he's just working his magic. I mean, when's it going to wear off? No time soon, I hope.
All right. Anyone else want to ask any questions? Poke or prod, Mitchell?
when's the financial fair play come in for Chelsea?
It's all been very good business, all right?
Yeah, 7 years, isn't it? You know.
Selling things to themselves and stuff.
That was it. Hotels, wasn't it, or something like that?
The Premier League already ruled that to be okay.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Find that little loophole. That's typical Chelsea.
It's playing by the rules, mate.
Scumbags.
Yeah, they are, right? That's all
Right,
right, mate.
shall we go to Man versus AI then?
No,
London is blue.
no, we won the
And
weekend.
carrot.
Yeah, but you're beneath us.
For now.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
so
both.
ManVAI then. Let's go.
Man versus AI.
I've got a Whattiffery, but I'm not sure we're going to have the time, are we?
I mean, you can say it, but if it's anything that involves my opinion and Arsenal, then you're not getting it tonight.
Well, I mean, it kind of is, but not in a
I
negative
thought
way.
it
It's
would
not.
be.
It's not about Arsenal. It's not about Arsenal. It's about all of our teams.
Oh, okay.
Should I ask it now?
Yeah,
Just
come on.
ask it now.
Just do it. Just do it.
Oh, okay. So, hang on. I need to get it up because I can't remember what it was.
That's what she said.
Giggity, giggity, goo. What if you had the ability to bring in one English player from history to bring in and improve your club? Who would you bring in and why?
Well, that needs homework.
That'd be an easy one, wouldn't it?
No. Well, who's your
Well, it
team?
depends what areas of your team that you want to improve.
Bobby
I
Moore, won't
suppose.
you?
Well, no, it can be any English player.
Any English player throughout history to improve the current team. Is that
Yeah,
what you are?
exactly. Yeah. Well, that's gone down well, hasn't it? Wayne Rooney. Really?
Yeah, I think he'd absolutely boss it for Arsenal at the moment in this team.
Why?
Fucking score 1 billion goals, doesn't he?
Do you reckon?
100%, yeah.
Fair enough.
Work rate, aggression, goal scoring, technical ability, passing. Yeah,
I'll take
Wayne Rooney.
I'll take Jimmy Greaves
Why?
because
Scored lots of goals.
he scored lots of goals. Jackson is just off of world class at the moment.
Do you not need to improve your goalkeeper, though?
Not more than I need to improve my Jimmy Greaves.
A big David Seaman.
You've got world-class Jackson.
But he's there. He's almost there.
To be fair, I would also go for a goal scorer. I'd go for Alan Shearer, I would say. I think he'd work well at West Ham. He'd look good in the colours.
Oh,
Yeah.
Doesn't play the football the West Ham way though, does he? Like, he's going to get crosses in and corners. Nah, not for West Ham. Not the West Ham way. Moyes striker, yeah, for sure. Not a Lopetegui striker though, is he?
Lob a turkey?
Exactly.
Because it's Christmas.
Luke, you got an answer?
English.
Harry Kane, go for it.
We've had Harry Kane, haven't we? We didn't win any fucking trophies, but I mean, for goals and stuff, it's phenomenal. You need someone in the midfield.
Frank Lampard.
Stevie G.
Your favourite, Gareth Barry. I can see him right in that Tottenham.
Clive, mate, we will argue. All right, don't even go there with Gareth Barry, the fucking useless piece of shit.
Where's Moussa Dembele?
Won a lot more than Tottenham has. Belgium, Moussa Dembele. He's Flemish.
Bobby Moore comes straight to mind as soon as you said it. And I just feel like he was an all-round player.
Next to the Dutch lad.
He was just so good. He had everything. Yeah, I'll go Bobby Moore. I think
a good hairline.
Oh yeah. Well, that's back in the day. But yeah, I'll go with Bobby Moore. I think someone in defence. I don't want to say John Terry. I mean, as good as he was, but I think Moore. And winning the cup, the World Cup.
And to be fair, that's one thing that we can all agree on, that we need more ex-West Ham players to win the World
Cup. We don't. All
right, I've got the AI predictions. Got them. We're going to start with West Ham versus Brighton.
Oh.
Bob.
No, why?
Let's not get into the part.
We're going to get sued, all right?
I thought we was going to do the results first, but yeah, okay.
Of course we do.
Fucking hell, Clive.
I'm fucking tired.
You did the same thing last week, you bastard.
Did. So you need to stay on top of me.
Hey.
And the only reason why you care about this, Bob, is because you got 3 points this week.
Yeah.
Let's not mess about.
But I've had one before, so what does it matter?
AI predicted Arsenal to beat Everton 3-1. It got 0 points.
Fucking hell, but you got some 0 points as well.
Yeah, I got 0 points. Spoiler alert, yeah. AI predicted Chelsea to beat Brentford 2-0, so it got 1 point. AI predicted Tottenham to beat Southampton 2-1, so it got 1 point. AI predicted Bournemouth or West Ham to draw 1-1. It got 3 points, totaling 5 points. Bob predicted a 1-1 draw, so got 3 points.
Well done, Bob.
Go over that one. Clive predicted a 3-0 win. Yeah,
wow.
Mitchell predicted a 2-1 win after Luke talked him into it. So well done, Luke. So that's 3 points for I should give them to Luke, but Mitchell's.
No, we wanted to wear an Arsenal top.
And Luke predicted a 4-0 win, which was close, but no cigar. 1 point.
No. They shut shop after 5 though, didn't they? We're not 4.
You should have learned after the Chelsea game.
So AI is sitting on 55 points. We're sitting on 41 points, and that looks like Mitchell with 13, Bob with 12, Clive with 10, Luke with 6.
you laugh. Guys, you know what's funny about that is, yeah?
You've
funny thing is,
he's not even trying yet.
No.
This is going to be like the old Spurs thing, isn't it?
No.
Like, we're still chasing the title.
1 point at a time, where you guys keep dropping your points here and there. Don't you worry, I'll catch up. No points for Clive this week, which means I get a point because of my result.
3 points for Clive last week, though.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. That doesn't
a
last
direct
week.
hit, you're still not moving a position.
Look, it will come.
He's confident. He's so confident that he's going to say, take the other shirts out of the hat and I'll wear an Arsenal shirt at the end of the season if I'm bottom.
No.
Oh, still not that confident. All right, cool. Right, Bob. Brighton, West Ham. West Ham are at home. What are you saying?
Yeah, Brighton have hit a bit of a dip in form, and we normally do quite well against them, so I'm going to say 2-1 West Ham.
2-1 West Ham. Lovely jubbly. Then the next match is it the Arsenal match second over the weekend? Yeah, Arsenal Palace. Fuck me. Let's go with a score that got me 3 points last week. Arsenal to win 2-0.
Oh.
We're away as well. Palace away.
You're getting beat.
We will see. Then it is Chelsea Everton. So you can show Arsenal how it's done, Mitchell, what are you saying?
2-0 Chelsea.
You are away from home. 2-0 Chelsea. Then the big one at the weekend, Liverpool versus Tottenham. Tottenham at home.
4-0 Tottenham. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to go a
Who's going
board.
to erupt then?
No, I'm going to go a board draw. 1-1.
Whoa!
First draw.
I only predict my team winning.
No.
He's feeling the heat now.
Go back and listen to it. I said I'm never going to predict Tottenham to lose. Is what I said. Yeah. So for his whole season,
he has predicted draws previously.
Yeah, it's going to be a draw or a win. I'm not predicting a loss. I think we're going to lose, but I'm not predicting it.
Too proud to predict it.
We can't beat Liverpool, mate. They're just a bogey team to us, unless they get a send. Are you fucking even when they got a sending off? No, we did win 1-0, didn't we? I think when they got a sending off, we scored on the last minute of the game, which was an own goal. But it's still a bogey team. Yeah, 1-0.
Cool. Right, they're all listed. So, are you ready for it?
Oh, fuck, no. Keep it short, Clive.
Yeah. Prediction. West Ham 2, Brighton 1. Rationale. Given West Ham's recent winning streak, and Brighton's away challenges, the Hammers are favoured to secure a narrow victory.
Fucking kidding me, man.
Fucking following you, mate.
Some points on them.
It's following you. Prediction. Arsenal 2, Palace 1. Whilst Palace are While Crystal Palace presents a challenge, Arsenal's attacking prowess and current form suggests they will edge out a win. Not so sure I agree with that either. Everton 1, Chelsea 2. Chelsea's overall quality and the form give them advantage, though Everton's home support may help them secure a goal. Tottenham 2, Liverpool 2.
Oh, fuck off.
What?
Both teams have potent attacks and have shown defensive weaknesses, suggesting a high-scoring draw is likely. 2-2 is predicted.
If anyone wants to put a bet down, this is not real financial advice, by the way. I'm just saying that. Is that
that's a disclaimer.
Disclaimer there is that Salah tends to score against Tottenham. So if anyone wanted to put a bet down,
is that it, Luke?
They should.
Salah tends to score against everyone.
On the form of his life.
No. Okay.
I've got a real good inside tip for you boys here.
I think he's just got a great record against scoring against Tottenham.
He's going to make you all money. Right, and was that the only Whattiffery you have this week?
Yeah, was it not good enough?
I mean, yeah, it wasn't quite as dramatic as last week's one.
Well, no, because you all didn't put fucking effort in because you're tired because your shit teams play on a Monday night. That's why. Oh, wait.
That's going to be the last one for me for a couple of weeks. So everyone is in Bob's capable hands. If anything goes wrong, it's Bob's fault.
I can't wait to slag off Arsenal.
Hey, Clive, I know you're going away, but Merry Christmas from me and Julian Lopeturkey.
I'll have some of your Lopeturkey. Thank you very much.